So I've been, a health freak. So, so I've taken the cheese off, the chicken parm. So I just basically have chicken cutlets.
Yeah.
And Emma makes an elite chicken cutlet. Yeah. So
it's not really chicken parm, I guess. There's no cheese, but it's
but healthy.
Yeah, healthy.
Yeah.
Welcome back to what I hope is your favorite bi-weekly Sens podcast hosted by Sens employees. It's the only one.
I would hope so,
Yeah.
right?
Is there another one?
Not yet, at least.
Not yet. As of now, we've got one podcast produced by Sens employees on a bi-weekly basis. And this one, it better be your favorite.
But it wasn't in the list of maybe 5 that Brady Tkachuk listed to us yesterday that he listens to.
Yes. We're going to get to that.
We'll get to that.
In this Absolute Nonsense episode featuring the captain, Brady Tkachuk. We're excited for this one. It's the Olympic window here. Lots of attention on Brady Tkachuk. Lots of attention on the Olympians from the Ottawa Senators. Fun conversation coming up with Brady Tkachuk. That is on deck.
It is.
In the leadoff spot.
Okay.
It's the emails.
Love it.
And you can get us at communications@ottawasenators.com. We love hearing from you, ideas, feedback, guest queries, all that stuff. So we'll start with this one. And last month, Jackson, Jacques Martin inducted into the Ring of Honor.
Indeed.
Okay? Starts the question. The question becomes, who's the next person? Or people to be inducted into the Ring of Honor. Adam has written into the show. Adam Hyington. I'm just gonna go ahead and assume.
Yeah, something like that.
Hyington.
Yeah.
Adam writes in. I suggest the next person to be inducted into the Ring of Honor is none other than anthem singer Lyndon Sluage. It's been a fan favorite for years. Deserves to be a part of it. Big part of team history. As for the next player, Craig Anderson.
Nice.
Numerous team records and excellent seasons with the Senators. And now Adam comes with us with another suggestion. So we've got jersey retirements for players. Next step below is Ring of Honor. Adam's got a third category. Okay. Let's hear him out, Jackson.
I'm listening.
Suggestion: the club should honor players like Marian Hossa and Zdeno Chara. They're Hall of Famers who spent significant portions of their careers in Ottawa. Maybe they're not in the Ring of Honor. Maybe they're not jersey retirement guys, but they need a night where they are celebrated. Thanks for allowing the opportunity to connect with the fans and the team and share our thoughts. That's from Adam. So
interesting.
Third tier.
Yeah. Do we want a third tier, or would you want to expand the Ring of Honor? Would it be more of like, okay, there's 1 and there's 2, and then you got the Ring of Honor? Like, do those guys fall into the Ring of Honor? I don't know.
Or do we need to create a Senators Hall of Fame?
You could, for sure. Yeah. Again,
another layer that you can add in. I 100%. Don't disagree. Marian Hossa and Zdeno Chara, they would tell you that their Hall of Fame careers probably don't have the same trajectory unless they start in Ottawa. They start with Jacques Martin.
Absolutely.
They learn how to play the game the right way. I don't know. I think there's some
I agree.
Some merit
and
to
I
it.
think there's something to be said about people who are players who maybe they're not necessarily Hall of Famers in a Sens uniform. Like Chara's known more as a Bruin. Hossa had his cups with the Blackhawks. But guys who had prominent years with the Senators, right? So
like Peter Bondra.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Peter Bondra.
No, but I think it's great. And I love the Lyndon Sluage idea in the Ring of Honor. I think that's awesome as well.
Next email comes in. Hey, Ian and Jackson. It's the non-whimsical Jimmy Jolliker again.
Oh, nice.
Nick Cousins was an amazing guest. Fun episode. That was the last one we had at the end of January.
Yep.
Jimmy says, I think having a guest in the center seat was great, even if it was an accident. Or Nick taking that seat to be next to Jackson. I think having the guest front and center is a good look. Got a couple of ideas for questions you can pose to future guests. Number 1, what parts of the Ottawa and the Valley have you come to enjoy since moving to Ottawa? Nice. And what weird superstitions have you had in your hockey career since your youth? That's from Jimmy Jolliker.
Jimmy Jolliker keeps writing in. Love it. Yeah, good questions. I think we should ask it.
Yeah.
And do you think we should switch up the seating? I
I don't know. So we put the guest in the middle seat.
I guess I'm always kind of here, but do you prefer
why
that
does
chair?
It depend on me?
Did you kind of? I don't know. It depends because you're the one who's moving. So it depends on if you appreciate being a little further or a little closer.
If you're asking if I appreciate being further away from you, the answer is unequivocally yes.
Wow. Okay. That says a lot.
This one comes in, again, communications at ottawasenators.com. Ian and Jackson, the podcast with Cyril Leader was so informative and interesting.
Nice.
Congratulations to him on an amazing career. When we think about the many current NHL franchises and the different style arenas where they play, it's fascinating to think how each one of them came to be, and impressive to know, after listening to Cyril Leader, how much work has gone into putting each of these teams together in these beautiful arenas so that we, the fans, can enjoy watching hockey.
It's interesting.
Sent from my iPad,
Oh, jeez.
Alicia Starr.
I wouldn't have even known it if you hadn't said anything.
Yeah.
Thanks, Grandma. Again. And actually, some more info from Grandma, because that's from...
Well, no, I've got another Alicia Starr grandma-related question that's going to lead into this.
We're waiting for that?
We're waiting for this.
Okay, that's fine.
Because
but anyway, good to know.
Good to know.
I'm glad she finds it interesting.
Anytime I say sent from my iPad, you know what's coming.
I know. I'm aware.
And final email we're going to read before we get to Brady Tkachuk.
Okay.
Hello, Jackson's grandma. That's right. She's now getting emails directed to us.
Good to know.
I know that most moms and grandmas do not like facial hair on their boys' faces.
Yeah.
But I was hoping if you could let me know where you would rank Jackson's mustache against some of these all-time greats. Lanny McDonald, Raleigh Fingers, Erik Karlsson's pirate look, Hulk Hogan, Paul McLean. Is Jackson at the top of the list, or do you not approve and never want to see him mustachioed again? Anxiously awaiting your verdict, Rob Scott. Or, if you want to say it in a happy tone, Robbie Scotty.
Nice.
That's from him.
Rob Scott.
That's
Love
the Jimmy
Robbie
Jolliker
Scotty.
Effect.
Love it. Hey,
So,
more work for Grandma, I guess.
mustachioed. Do you know who Raleigh Fingers was?
Yes.
Old pitcher in the 1970s and 80s.
Yep.
Had like a, is that a handlebar mustache when it curls?
I think the handlebar is the one that goes down, is it not?
Yeah.
Like that? And then
so this is like the little
That's like
twirl.
the twirl, yeah.
The twirl, like the
like Pink Panther type of vibe.
yeah,
I don't
like
know.
a 1920s villain.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
That's Raleigh Fingers.
Yep.
Lanny McDonald was kind of just a
I don't think there's
reddish
any,
beard.
Yeah, compared to all
mustache.
these, I don't think I have any comparison to those. And I spoke with my grandma, kind of to the point. She said she doesn't like the mustache. She wasn't a big fan of the mustache.
So at all.
Yeah, so he was right. Rob was right that Grandma did not like the mustache, and we'll see what she says. And it's stacking up to those greats. I don't think I can top any of those guys. Raleigh Fingers had a great mustache.
Yeah, Erik Karlsson.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Erik Karlsson's a tier below mustache-wise, at least from a known perspective, compared to like Lanny McDonald and Raleigh Fingers. Those are legiondary mustaches, but
Okay, we're knocking on the door of Valentine's Day here in a couple of days.
We are. Yep.
I need to know how your girlfriend feels about Mustachio Jackson.
Can ask her as well. That's my next homework task. I don't know if I think she didn't like it initially, and then it kind of grew on her as it grew, I guess.
There's nothing better than when you laugh at your own. You sort of
I don't laugh
you
at
talk
my
yourself
own-
into a corner, and then you realize what you've done, and you just laugh.
Oh, I
It's
don't.
really
I don't
good.
think I laugh at my own thing. I think I laugh at your look at me, your stare, your disapproving glare
is.
over.
Yeah,
Oh, anyways,
there you go.
there we go.
Okay.
Perfect segue.
Perfect
into
segue into this.
the
Because
captain.
Brady Tkachuk is going to be spending Valentine's Day overseas just before he headed over to Italy for the Olympic Games. Jackson and I had a chance to sit down with the Sens captain.
The Absolute Non-Sens podcast is furnished by Dalla Decor, the official luxury furniture partner of the Ottawa Senators. Ian and I sit on these super comfortable chairs every episode, and we thank our lucky stars, wink wink, that we have such a great partner in Dalla Decor.
All right, Jackson, we're kicking off this episode. It's just three podcasters
It is
chopping it up.
crazy.
Hey?
There's three pros doing what
Three
they're doing,
pros.
you know? Yeah.
This guy rolls in with his making sure he's getting advertising for his own
Yeah,
podcast.
honestly, I totally forgot we were doing this, and then
Yeah.
Aaron grabbed me. And I was like, "Oh, perfect. At
Yeah.
least I'm dressed for it."
Yeah.
So,
Fits the
I love
brand.
it.
yeah.
I love it. Well, it's a perfect segue for us to chat about the Wingmen podcast. So this is the first season that you're doing it. We don't think there's ever been an active NHL player that's had his own show, right? Like his own podcast. What's it been like doing this?
Well, it's been a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was a little nervous, with the idea and starting it and being, the first players and of course people would be like, oh, is it going to be a distraction? But honestly, I think it's been the complete opposite. It's been something that Matthew and I look forward to do and just catching up and kind of just showing everybody that's just FaceTime, but people can see what we're talking about now. So not much has changed, but I think it's pretty cool that we're the first players in hockey to be doing that, and I think that's something that we find is important, that hopefully it just continues to grow and there's a platform for a bunch of guys that if they ever want to go that route, that Matthew and I have been there and done that, and something that we really enjoy doing.
What's your setup like? I've always been curious. We're on a 2-week road trip. Are you bringing everything what's it like? Yeah,
well, Wave has been awesome. They came to the house and set up, in the front room where desk, cameras, lights, and the whole thing. I'm like, wow, that really takes a lot more than I expected. And then if we're on the road and we need to film an episode, I have this backpack that they have, my laptop, headphones, a couple portable light stands. I'm trying to think what even there's 10 things in the backpack. I'm just like, all right, this looks like I need this, and so but they've done an amazing job setting it up for the road. So all I have to do is remember the backpack and I'll be good to go.
We cross the border all the time to play games. If you ever got pulled aside by customs, could you, if they're like, sir, what is this? You could explain all of the items that are in there, from a technical standpoint?
No, there's this one thing I have no idea what it is. It's just but it looks important. And I'm just sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. I'm I couldn't tell you what that. It's I don't even know if it's a power thing or it's something. It's something. I have no idea what it is.
Just say it's for the podcast.
Yeah,
right? I think people will get it. No, for sure. Yeah. Do you Are you sorting out? You mentioned the lights. Are you sorting out the light? I'm this doesn't look great. This angle.
It's usually
how in depth does it go?
Yeah, before we film, we're on for 10 minutes just setting up, and at home I've just put up a jersey so they could see the light in the background. So when they see that, then I know to change it. But on the road, it's tough because there's been times where the lights aren't very good in the hotel room. Then it's at night, so it's we're really, and then. I had a missing piece for the portable light, so we're just going as best we can. So that's what's been great. They've made it easy. It's not like a job. It's just it's a hobby. We're having fun with it. So, but yeah, I didn't realize. I thought it was just whip open the laptop or just plug our headphones in. But no, there's way more things that go into it for sure.
So it sounds like you're gaining respect for the media. I almost said it with a straight face.
Yeah. No, it's. There's a lot of cool things that have been going on, so
yeah.
Love it.
So when you're doing the pod, and you say you guys, the vibe you want to give is, hey, this is what we would be doing if it was just a FaceTime, right? But do you plan, how much do you plan things out? Do you have a producer that's hey guys, you need to hit on this, and this? What does it look like when you actually plan out the show?
Yeah, no, we get a rundown of different segments that we do, and that's from our producers Ryan and Quater. That they've been so helpful and so amazing. Just with if Matthew and I want to talk about this, then he does a lot of the research and gives little details of say the player we're talking about or something like that. So they've been amazing, and yeah, we just have rundowns of say we want to cover 4 segments that we talk about that little talking points, but the rest is it's funny. It's just here's the topic, banter. So that's just all Matthew and I. So I think that's what we're best at, is just the shooting it in that way of all right, we could be talking about this, but then get so carried away, which I think that's what makes us fun to listen to, because we could be talking about this and all of a sudden end up at a completely different point.
Yeah.
Nice. You mentioned earlier the prep and kind of learning about that. Is there anything specifically that you've learned over how many you've been doing it for a couple months, at least a few months? What have you learned maybe the most about your podcasting, venture here?
That's a tough one. Honestly, it's just I'm getting way more comfortable. And now that we're starting to do guests, I could almost tell a difference like personally with that, because you're obviously I'm so comfortable talking with Matthew and just talk about things. But then when you get a person that you look up to or you don't really know, it's that dynamic that you're learning of interviewing and how to do a good job for them and ask the right questions and at the right time. So that's something that has been interesting. We've done a couple now, and I think it's fun. It's amazing being able to talk to some pretty cool people, and for I think for Matthew and I, it's every episode, every time we film, it's an opportunity just to get more comfortable, get better, and turn into the podcast that we've been talking about. So
Nice.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool. You interviewed Mike Urizioni, who he scores the huge goal in 1980. You do that interview, and again, but it must be weird for you because you're the guy always being interviewed, always. Like even right now, we're just so like, how different is it when you're asking the questions? It must be a bit weird.
It's weird. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's weird. It's Rizzo was amazing. He was Mike was awesome. The stories, it was honestly a lot of the stories that he was saying were a lot of the questions. So it was perfect. So he was great, and we got another one coming up, which was great, and it's definitely weird being on the other side of that where. Of course, there's so many intriguing things that you can ask somebody. So finding the right questions and kind of doing it in organized where it's not, oh, how's your college hockey experience? Oh, NHL, how's your youth hockey? So it's just kind of doing it all in an organized way for them as well.
Nice. Do you rely upon your dad or other people that you know in the past when you're prepping for guests? Are you what can I read up on this guy?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's. There's definitely people that we know or would ask down the road, say it's a friend of a friend, but it's hey, any good stories about this guy? So we'll do that eventually, but you know what, it's the producers that we have that do a great job with the collective effort of what we want to ask and what this is not what it is, but the best way I could describe it, but what angle we want to give, where it's more their NHL life or their college experience, where I know that we've been doing a lot of Olympic themed stuff. So if you want to hammer home the Olympic stuff, so that's been cool and fun to figure out.
Nice. Did you guys settle on the name Wingmen podcast? Were there some other names in the mix, or was it just no? That's are there any other fun names that were in the mix?
I mean, I don't really know the names exactly, but there was probably 6 or 7 other names that we were trying to figure out. So just ended up working well with Wingmen, something that we really both loved, and it wasn't the first option. It happened later in the process where somebody's like, oh, what about Wingmen? And we're like, oh, that's great. So they have amazing people there at Wave and so smart and so creative that it just worked out perfectly.
Nice. Have you taken any influence? I mean, a lot of people say the Kelsey model, right? Type of stuff. I mean, you were on the podcast with them. Do you take any influence? Have you got any tips or props from them about what's going on? Or?
Yeah, I mean, I learned a lot in that one we did with them and how awesome that was. And I think that really opened Matthew and I's eyes of the potential to maybe do that, and how fun we both had on that, as a guest, where if we want to do that as the host, and honestly, we both started just talking to each other about our interest level. I'm I think that'd be fun. We were both, thinking the same thing. So, yeah, I mean, it just, other than that, you have so many other amazing podcasts, the Spit and Chicklets guys are fun to listen to. Pat McAfee is a legend, and I mean, there's so many, Part of My Take. There's so many great podcasts out there, and I'm gonna be honest, I never was a podcast guy before, listening to full episodes. But of course, you got social media that you get those couple-minute clips or 30-second clips, and I always watch those. And it's funny how, when we were talking through the start of just the podcast in general, it's there's different types of listeners. There's the 30-second to a couple minute, just the clips on social media, to like 10 minutes to full episodes. I'm like, oh, that's interesting, because I'm like, I would expect people to listen to full episodes, but for me, I was always just a couple clips here and there, and that was about it. So I thought that was very interesting.
Notice how he didn't list our podcast.
No, I know.
Yeah,
He's
is that what
like,
you're
there's
thinking?
lots of great podcasts I listen to. He lists 5 podcasts.
Stop.
Stop it,
We're-
guys.
no,
Yeah.
no, you guys are great. So stop that.
Yeah. You know what I'm thinking, though? Because I don't even know if you know this. So I'm lucky enough, I teach a journalism class at Carleton University.
Okay.
Jackson was actually one of my former students.
Oh, no
a couple
way.
years ago. Yeah.
Oh, no way.
Now I'm thinking next year when I do the podcast lecture,
Yeah.
bringing this guy in as a guest speaker.
Oh,
yeah.
Bring him in.
Love it.
He breaks it down.
Oh, yeah.
He's
I
doing a good job.
I don't know what they'd be learning from me, but just how to cause chaos, I guess.
Yeah. Have you unpack and
Yeah.
show. I don't know what this thing does. It's an
Yeah,
important piece of equipment.
this is something for you guys to tell me and figure out. So, and then we can get started.
That's the assignment. There you
Yeah.
go.
Hey, we really wanted to get you on, though, to talk about the Olympics, because this is obviously a huge thrill for you and your brother to be able to do this. It's the first time in a long time that we've got NHLers back, 12 years since we've had NHLers back at the Olympic Games. So as you go over there, like, how much are you going to, how do you balance this is such a unique experience, right? So how do you enjoy the experience, but also it's a business trip, and it's a really unique situation.
Yeah, I mean, of course, it's our sole reason why we're going there is to win a gold medal, and I think it'd be stupid for all of us to not truly take in and soak up this experience. This is a dream that you've had as a kid, and being able to be an Olympian, and it's something that you also have to take a step back and appreciate the road that you took to get there, and all the people in your life that helped you get there, and it takes a village, and I think every single thing. There should be no bad days. It should be, and that's kind of my mindset. I'm like, I'm just going to take in absolutely everything, taking the Olympic Village experience, taking just everything to do with the rink and hockey, and then go out there and compete and be a business-like and do whatever it takes to win.
Nice. When was the last time you were in Italy? Was it when your dad played in the?
No, it was actually I went there on my honeymoon, so it's did I crush some pasta that trip? So yeah, oh yeah. So that was a good trip, and then before that was in Torino. So.
Nice. That's, I guess, a good parlay into Italian food.
Oh,
That's your go-to is Italian food?
yeah.
I know you're a big chicken parm guy, I've heard.
Yeah, a big chicken parm guy. So let's see if they have an elite chicken parm there.
Yeah.
But if I'm going for, it's either steak or Italian.
Yeah.
Nice.
Have you ever followed? You see John Butchergross on social
Oh,
media.
yeah, he
and
loves
got
the chicken parm.
And he's got like a ranking system. Have you ever thought about like sending him a picture to get a chicken parm?
I actually haven't, but I have come across some elite chicken parms that I think he'd be very happy with. So maybe down the road I might be sending him more pictures.
Yeah.
So like we've spoken to guys about like the foods they like, and like they'll make their foods. A lot of people make foods for them. Can you make yourself a chicken parm, or is
Absolutely
it
not.
like no?
Absolutely not. That is Emma, and she makes an elite chicken parm.
Yeah.
Nice.
As usual, well, I gotta backtrack. So I've been, a health freak. So, so I've taken the cheese off, the chicken parm. So I just basically have chicken cutlets.
Yeah.
And Emma makes an elite chicken cutlet. So
There you go.
So
It's a good
that-
start.
Oh yeah. So
So it's
healthy.
not really chicken parm, I guess, if
No.
there's no cheese,
no,
but it's
but healthy.
yeah, healthy. It's all, now, what are you making? If I had to get you in the kitchen, make something.
I love the grill.
yeah,
Yeah. So I make steaks, burgers, salmon on the grill. I haven't quite mastered the chicken thighs yet. That makes me nervous.
chicken thighs make you
Yeah.
nervous? They're the easiest. You can't overcook them.
I know, but
You can undercook them, and
yes,
it's bad if you do.
yes,
I get it.
Yes,
I
I've
get
got
it for sure.
I've got responsibilities at home. So
That's right.
I've got some big ones. So
Yeah.
yeah, but I love the grill. So that stuff is always fun for me.
Nice, nice. Away from food, you're in Italy. You're obviously in the village. I'd imagine you're going to go see other sports as well. But what sport would you think that you'd be able to do at the Olympic level, other than hockey, obviously?
Yeah.
Kind of a cliche question.
I know it's tough because the other village with like all the other awesome things are, I think, 3.5 hours away from ours. So the only, I think, from my understanding, is just speed skating and the women's hockey, and like it's just all three of our sports. So I mean, I wish I could see like the skiing and all the like the jumping and bobsled stuff like that. I mean, I'm trying to think. I mean, I would love to do bobsled with like 3 other guys. I think that'd be hilarious. I think it would be awful, of course, but like just to go like just hum off the start, I'd probably be laughing the whole entire time. So, I mean, it takes teamwork and cohesiveness, and I only can imagine the controls on the bottom there, how hard that is.
Crazy.
So, but that'd be interesting. I'd be interested to learn that.
Nice. Have you ever done downhill skiing?
I have.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've skied. I was pretty solid, but it's been a while.
It's been a long time.
So, yeah.
I guess because growing up mostly in St. Louis, there's not any options.
Yeah, there's
right?
there's
Like,
not
none.
much. There's not much. So yeah, I mean, I feel like I would ski like maybe once a year, and it'd be like on the, like water skiing. It wouldn't even be like skiing from the snow. It'd be like just all right, like same thing.
Yeah,
So,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you think you'd be better at another summer sport, or like you could do it like a bike type of thing, right?
Yeah, I mean the bike stinks. They're absolute athletes there. I'm trying to think of a summer like
Baseball?
You know what? I don't know if I'd do it very well there. I'd sneaky be a good like short distance swimmer.
Really?
Like just a full on sprint,
50-meter.
just full on, and just see where it takes me. Like my head's not popping up. I'm going down.
You're going.
For it. Yeah. Like I'd
Front
just,
crawl. You're like
just full sprint.
okay.
You could dive too. Like,
Yeah.
you get good distance on
Yeah.
the dive.
If I
for
just
sure.
have a little training in the dive,
Yeah.
I will have no training when it comes to my sprinting. I'll just go on old reliable.
Yeah.
Just heart.
Love it. That's
Just heart.
just heart. Oh,
Just see how bad they want it.
Yeah. Like, do you watch like the Summer Olympics? Do you guys? sit
Yeah,
down, like,
we
and-
always,
Yeah.
whenever the Olympics is on, we're always watching. So it's that national pride that you feel that you want to support and see people, achieve their dreams and dream about being a gold medalist. So
Yeah.
that's something we always love watching.
What are like, because like you obviously see the gymnastics and they're doing all these flips and you're like, how do they do that? Like what sport, I guess, would you say are you like the most in awe of? It could be summer, winter,
Yeah,
whatever.
I'll do both.
Yeah.
I think for summer, I mean, I think you said it, like gymnastics is insane.
Yeah.
Like just like the shoulders, like just I'm seeing them do like the rings with like the straight arms. I'm like, that is crazy to me. And like the flips. So I think that's awesome. That's impressive. And on the winter side, I mean, like even the long distance speed skating, the figure skating, doing all those twirls, like my balance would be crazy. Like luge, like
yeah.
you have so many skilled things, like Bob. I mean, just like the little things that you never expect. That I'm like, I'd be struggling. I'd be struggling out there.
Have you ever done the speed skating? Sorry to jump in. Have you ever
Yeah,
done the long skates?
I've not done the long skates. I can't imagine how pretty I'd look. I'd be struggling out there.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It's funny you mentioned gymnastics, figure skating, and I guess even diving falls into this category. These are sports that are judged. Like it's not like time based or it's not competition. How would you find that frustrating that it's kind of in the hands of somebody else?
Oh yeah,
Like,
I'd be so pissed off about that. Like
Right?
just like where at least that's a great point. Like the other ones you're competing against like your peers, but that one like you really don't know. Like everybody's got an angle. Everybody's got
right.
like life's all about perception. So just they could perceive a jump just at a point better or worse, where it could be the same thing. So
Yeah.
Can you imagine if it was like a graded hockey games or a graded thing? That'd be crazy. I don't even know what to say.
I don't even know what they would grade.
What would they grade?
I mean, like
physicality.
yeah, but I feel like
skill,
I feel like it's all like like numbers based. I feel like they wouldn't take into value like little things in the game.
No.
Like it'd be just how many points you got. Okay, you had a good game.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
So
Yeah.
interesting.
Crazy.
Are you at all an analytics guy when it comes to hockey? Like, do you pay attention to it? Do you? Because I find that there's two schools of thought. Some guys are like, yeah, I love it, I understand it, and other guys are like, nah, not really.
I think it's a great thing to have.
Yeah.
I don't use it myself. Like first off, I don't understand it. So they're like, oh, your expected goals for. I'm like, well, expected goals for? How many goals did we score? Like, it's just like, I don't know, like that stuff just doesn't make sense to me. So I think it's interesting for the people that understand it, and I think it could be very knowledgeable and help. But for me, I'm just like, I don't even know what this means, so I don't even bother with it.
Just get on the ice and do your thing, basically, right?
Yeah, just try to help the team win.
Nice.
All right, we got to wrap up here. We ask one standard question to every guest that's been in the pod, and you've played here now, what, 7 seasons or 8 seasons? 8 seasons. Okay. And you have driven to the rink countless times here to Canadian Tire Center, and we ask this question to everybody. So when Brady Tkachuk is coming to Canadian Tire Center for a game or a practice, is he exiting on Terry Fox or Palladium?
Palladium.
Wow.
I told you the smart ones are Palladium.
Yeah, I know. I can't tell you how many times I've driven that.
Yeah.
And it's clockwork. There's times, I mean, you guys experience it. The zone out happens sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, that was this morning. Just like, all of a sudden I was at Palladium. I'm like, well, here's my exit. I was like, I just went 10 minutes of what the hell just happened.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You zone out. It's like on autopilot.
Are guys saying Terry Fox?
Yes.
I've thought about it. I'm like, I feel like there's extra lights. Yeah, there's extra lights.
So-
Yeah.
If you think about that, I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on Palladium,
Yeah.
if your question is, do you go right or left?
I go right.
Okay, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you only have, because I'm not counting that as a stoplight.
That's not. No.
And then you just have
1,
2, because
oh, yeah, there's 2.
the one by the mall, but
Yeah.
like
It's-
that's like now we're looking at 95% green.
Yeah.
Unless there's people come from the mall that don't even want to talk about it. There's options where they don't need the light. And then just the one by the rink, where you take that left, and that one's usually never green, so you're waiting there for a quick second.
Always waiting at that.
Guy says he doesn't do analytics. Literally the most
That-
in-depth response
that's-
that we've ever had to that answer.
Yeah.
That's great.
Fraudulent, I know.
No.
Yeah.
But so I'm a Terry Fox guy, and I always say if you get the left at the light, sometimes you don't. Like it's
Yeah.
long red, but if you get that left, you're basically home clear to the right.
Yeah, that's so true. That's very true. I'm thinking about that. But it's just, every time I come, that Terry Fox just slow.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
8 years of experience.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
think, you know? No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. He's
So
trying to get
funny.
me to go.
I know.
He's
That's
trying to get
actually
me.
funny. You see. Oh, and then game time? Like, if you're coming in for
Yeah.
game time,
Oh, for
Palladium,
It's the way to
cut
go.
through the mall.
Yeah.
the way to go.
That's
for
how you
sure.
draw
There
it
you
up.
go.
There you go.
Yeah.
We know it now.
Listen, thank you so much for dropping by our pod as a fellow podcaster. We appreciate you popping by.
Well, thank you guys for having me.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having me.
Alrighty.
Do you like free desserts? I know I do, and as proud supporters of the Ottawa Senators, CIBC is excited to celebrate its clients by offering exclusive rewards and experiences for being part of the CIBC family. Along with a free dessert from Club CIBC, when you pay with your CIBC card, you can get 10% off of the Sens store and at concessions. Enjoy more value, excitement, and reasons to cheer on the Sens this season with CIBC Rewards.
I got to say that was the final answer from Brady Tkachuk was the most thorough, comprehensive answer that we've had from anybody sitting in that seat on the Palladium versus Terry Fox drive. Oh no, sorry, Palladium
Palladium.
versus Terry Fox. Drive.
No, I agree. It was so in depth. I remember when he was answering the question, I couldn't even like focus on what he was saying. I was just like, he's going so in depth here. This is crazy.
He broke down the number of lights.
Yep, he did. And like the roundabouts, turns, like the right, left, got
So
people
has he
going to
convinced
Tanger.
you?
That's probably the most compelling case anyone's made. But then he did say it was fair that my point that if you catch the left, but
If you catch the left, absolutely.
but I think he made a compelling case for sure.
Should we have said to him it's pronounced Palladium?
Probably.
Or have we been pronouncing it wrong?
Hey,
Is this one of those,
maybe
you know,
you're right.
when you're downtown and it's like Dalhousie, and then people get real weird about it?
They do.
Or if
Gloucester and Gloucester. I
one of
guess.
my favorite things is when somebody from out of town is like, "Oh, I'm coming out to Canada," or right.
that one's bad,
That's when
though.
you know you're not from Ottawa.
That's
like,
bad. I feel like you should know that it's Canada, right?
I don't know,
Like even if you're out of town.
but Palladium. I'll say this.
Yeah.
I've been around this team. Oh, this is terrible. I've been around this team a quarter of a century.
There you go. Yep.
Okay, so
Nice.
25 some odd years.
Yep.
I'm not sure if I've ever heard
Palladium.
Palladium. I don't know.
For someone who made the most compelling case of why to take it, he didn't even pronounce it right. Or maybe he did pronounce it right, like
Yeah.
you said. Anyway, it was an interesting little answer.
It was maybe because he's American, he can't say A.
He
Kind of
can-
like us.
I
right?
get- yeah, there you
That's
go.
right into the Canadiana
Oh
Palladium.
boy.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but
we
great
gotta tell him.
conversation
Yeah.
with him.
Yeah.
Now you're a big fan. You wanted to bring this up to our listeners and viewers.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure, but I said, you know what, I'm going to cede to you on this one.
Okay.
You wanted to peel back the curtain and kind of explain to listeners what time of day we recorded that podcast and what our collective state of mind
Well,
was.
I don't know if it'll come across, but I think we were all three of us were kind of tired. It was a late night the night before. And then
people don't want to hear it.
I guess not, but
I thought we
guess
were
it does
energetic.
comment. We were energetic for sure, but it was like 8 a.m. when we recorded, and I think like it's a testament to what Brady, like, he wants to get everything out of the way, go practice, and then like that's his routine, and he's stuck to his routine, and I think it's a compliment to him that he wanted to get it out of the way early before practice in the morning.
Now, how do we feel about him rolling in here and it's like free advertising?
Genuinely,
Right?
Yeah.
Like
Crazy,
you
huh?
ever drive by one of those bus stops? It's like, you just proved bench advertising work.
There you go.
That's what he did to us.
He did.
He just came in here with his you just
Wingmen.
proved rival podcasting advertising work. Sat down with his Wingman
sweater.
sweater. And just, I'm surprised there wasn't a QR code on there on the sweatshirt.
Maybe it was like blurry, you couldn't see
Yeah,
it.
you
But
couldn't see it.
No, but it just says if we go on his podcast ever, we gotta.
Something will have had to have gone terribly wrong. Probably for him and Matthew more than us, for us to ever be on that podcast.
You're probably right.
Right?
Yeah.
Think about it. In what world?
Are we on that podcast?
Yes, there's no world.
No, there isn't. There isn't. You're right. Mike Ruzioni. We don't really stack up with
No.
that type of list. No. I 100% agree. But
No.
anyway, if we're ever in a situation where maybe we can be in the background of a shot, absolute nonsense. You know what I mean?
Like those fans that
Yeah,
when we have
that's us.
when we have the Amazon games and they're just
We're in the
the
background.
background?
Yeah, that could be us for sure with the absolute nonsense poster.
would you have like I'm a star?
I don't know if I think I'd have something with you on it probably. More, you could have something with me on it. You can be holding I'm a star. But I feel like the inverse is probably a little bit more fitting.
Yeah. Oh,
Anyway.
Okay. If I pulled you if a customs agent pulled you aside
Yep.
and said, "Sir, open up your work bag."
Yep.
And explain to me each piece of equipment in here.
Yep.
Would you be able to?
Yes, I could. My video equipment that I travel with on the road, I could.
Because
yes.
Brady didn't know.
He wouldn't be able to. I think he could get away with just saying it's like video equipment, basically. I don't think the customs person's gonna know exactly what it is either.
Yeah.
So like if you go in depth, like this is a microphone receiver, like they don't really know the difference, you know. That's what I think.
Yeah.
What do you think?
No, you might be right.
Yeah,
you
you
might
think
be right.
so?
You just have to deliver it with confidence.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a microphone
anything
receiver.
you say with confidence should be able to get you through.
Yeah.
At least in that regard, like when you're at customs and you have equipment maybe you don't know the name of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. So I don't know. He didn't seem that open to coming and being a guest lecturer on podcasts.
No, he didn't. That's true.
You know, in any future classes I teach.
You can teach him a little bit though about
Yeah.
like
He didn't seem that open
the
to
5
our
W's.
expertise.
No, he didn't. He was very
The 5 W's? We should have given him
who, what,
yeah.
well, and the who, or the how. Sorry, the how. What am I saying? Mixed up the letters a little bit. The how, who, what, where, when, why, how.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to lead with that. No yes and no answers. We're basically giving a journalism.
We're giving
class
a
right here.
free journalism lecture.
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
Yeah.
If he watched our podcast, he would know.
He would know, but he doesn't. He listed 3. Do you remember the 3 podcasts he listed? He listed Spit and Chicklets,
McAfee, right?
Pat McAfee,
Yeah.
and Pardon My Take.
Yeah.
And he doesn't mention absolute nonsense.
That is absolute nonsense.
And then he was like, come on, guys, don't do that to me.
Anyways, maybe he'll watch. Maybe this is the first one that he'll.
I don't think so.
Him.
Would you watch a podcast with yourself on it? I would never.
Do you not?
I've never watched a single, like I've done.
So you haven't watched our episodes?
Our episodes? I'll watch them. I'll watch the interview portions sometimes.
Okay.
To make sure what they're saying.
Yep.
I have, like, if you're asking if
you never watched it in full.
No, and I've never watched my own, like if I go make appearances on other I've never watched it.
Okay. Interesting. I haven't watched all of our episodes, but I've watched a good chunk.
I used to hate when I was on TV. I actually used to hate because you have the same thing that everyone else does, which is that's not what my voice sounds like.
For sure.
So I would hate it. Hate seeing myself.
Yeah. No, that's fair. Well, I see myself on screen every day. With every video I do, I watch. And then I'm fine when I'm like working on the video, but then when someone who's like uploading it or someone's watching it next to me, immediately I can't. It's weird when someone else is listening to the video and I hear my own voice in that instance. It's weird, but like when I'm just tuning into myself and I can kind of disassociate, which is a little bit strange, I guess.
So let me ask you this, because I had a conversation recently with goaltender Linus Ullmark.
Okay.
Who told me that he was taking some friends on a tour and he came out onto the bench and he was watching you record your, what we call in the business, stand-ups, which is just your on camera.
Yep.
And he said it was really interesting to him that he had never watched you do it.
Okay.
And we all mess up anytime you're doing these stand-ups, where you get 3 or 4 takes. It's pretty standard to mess up. I guess he saw you messing up.
Yep.
And I gotta know, I have to know.
Yep.
Was it disarming to you, distracting to you that? Because I have a great anecdote to tell you after this.
Okay.
About I'm just curious what it's like when an athlete is watching you.
Okay.
At work.
What you're just asking me what's it like to have an athlete watching you at work?
Were you nervous? Did it add? Because you don't strike me as a nervous person on camera.
No,
you
I'm
seem
not.
Pretty, you,
I'm not.
You do.
No,
you seem pretty confident.
Yeah.
But now you're adding a star player's watching you. Were you all of a sudden nervous?
Look, I think I wasn't nervous in that moment because he was there with his friends and he was doing his thing. It was kind of a different thing. But I think if you have someone sitting on the bench watching you, like there's sometimes, for example, when I was filming my Sens Gala, Sens Today, Brady Tkachuk walks by and he just goes, "One take, Jackson, one take," right? Like one take. And then in that moment, like if he's listening to you off to the side and you don't get it in one take, you're like, okay, I kind of messed up. So maybe it gets in your head a little bit, but nervous, I don't know. I don't
Not really.
think so. No.
So I was nervous one time. Way back in the day, I used to host a show on Sportsnet and on Rogers TV. It was called Molson Senators Overtime.
Yep.
Okay. It was like a 30-minute weekly magazine show about the Senators. And we used to go into the locker room.
Yep.
I used to be able to shoot my on cameras in the dressing room.
Really?
Believe it or
Wow.
not. On a game day, when the players' jerseys were all hung up, they would allow me in and I would shoot the show.
Love that.
Well, this is in the 05-06 season. And I'm in there and I'm, hey, welcome to Molson Senators Overtime. I'm Ian Mendes coming up on the show. We're going to hang out with Jason Spezza and blah, 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 okay?
Yeah.
But as I'm doing it, Dominic Hasek is sitting at his stall, taking off. He went out for a skate because he was injured, whatever.
Okay.
So he comes back, sits at his stall, and he's got an orange. And he's peeling the orange. And he's like, and I said, I can wait till you're gone. And he's like, no, go ahead. And I have to do 5 or 6 on cams with Dominic Hasek peeling an orange, watching
staring at you.
I'm
basically.
like this, it feels like a dream. You know when you try to explain a dream to someone, you're like, I had this weird dream where I was on camera, but Dominic Hasek was eating an orange and watching me.
It kind of was like
that.
It
was really the case, and I was completely thrown off.
That's strange.
Completely thrown off.
That's a strange one. Again though, like what I said, if someone's sitting there watching you, I think that's different than just Linus kind of being there with his friends.
The only thing would have been more awkward is if he had a pomegranate. That would have been really weird. Orange is pretty weird. Okay.
Orange is weird too.
We'll leave it there.
Exactly. Yeah,
We'll leave it there.
I think that's a good
We
good spot.
love your feedback. During the Olympic break, we have nothing but time to listen to your feedback.
Yep.
So hit us up, communications at ottawasenators.com. That's I don't know why I'm laughing now. Like
It's a funny
You
email,
know
I
why
guess.
it is? Because I'm thinking of Hachik eating a pomegranate.
That's all you
It's
see
just
right
a really
now.
stupid thing to
Exactly.
say. Anyway, communications at ottawasenators.com. Send us your feedback. We'll get to it, and we'll talk to you next time.